Hello.
Back was Aaron Snowell, who was also given
Hello.
Aaron, have we got you back?
Yes.
No, I said we're back with Aaron Snowell, who was given an award by none other than Donald Trump. So massive accolades there. Well done. We were talking about Mike Tyson at the end. When did you first start training, Mike? Was it for the Tubbs fight or the Spinks fight or the Bruno fight?
It was after the Michael Spinks fight that
Okay. So the Bruno fight.
I started training him in 1988.
Yep. So he fought Bruno. That was a pretty good win. That was in Las Vegas at the Hilton.
Oh man, what a fight that was, man! Oh man.
And then
Bruno, what a guy Bruno was. What a champion.
Yeah, I know. What a tough guy, and always came to fight and always in shape, Frank Bruno, and a monster of a man.
Yeah, the thing about Bruno, you know, he had that one punch where he's strong, man. It knock your brain out off the chain if you don't watch, man. You get hit with one of those bombs that he was doing, you know. Man, oh man, what a great fighter he was.
And then Mike fought Carl the Truth Williams at the convention center in Atlantic City. That must have been a pretty climax thing because it ended pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, Mike almost set the record for that quick knockout. It was a couple seconds off that mark, you know, with a counter punch. He slipped past Carl the jab and left hook, and out he went. It was, man, it sounded like a bazooka gun going off. Boom!
It was a massive shot. Then his next fight against James Buster Douglas at Tokyo. How long did you guys spend in Tokyo, and what was the people like? Is they're very friendly, the Japanese people. I was in Tokyo in December. They're beautiful people, and I actually went to the Tokyo Dome. I had a fighter on an undercard that fought at the Yokohama Stadium, and Mr. Honda promoted it. We also co-promoted the Tyson Douglas fight.
Yeah.
Did you get to meet Mr. Honda or talk to him?
Kiki Honda, I know him very well. We know each other for a long time before Mike Tyson. And Kazamichi, who was a former champion, who was a photographer that worked close with the Kiki Honda. You know, those guys. What a great people. And you know, Kiki Honda, when Mike Tyson got beat over there, man, he was so torn apart. You know, that happened there. But he said, wow, it put us on the map. Yeah, you got that right.
Look, the Japanese people are so passionate, aren't they, for their boxing? Like as fans.
Yeah.
They treat the fighters like rock stars, don't they?
Yeah, and not only that, if you notice, they don't cheer. They study the game while the fight's going on. And that, I think that was something different for Mike Tyson. You know, the roar of the crowd, you know, you start getting used to that in big fights where Mike would throw thunder and blows. You know, even when Mike Tyson got knocked Buster Douglas down with that long count, you know, there was no atmosphere. They just sat there and looked.
Yeah.
And I believe if he was in the States or somewhere with a crowd, exciting crowd, I think that would have pushed him a little bit more. Yeah. You know, because he was flat. If you look when they were counting Buster Douglas, which was a long count, but if you would look at Mike Tyson, the way he's looking at Buster Douglas, he shot it all. He shot his wad in that punch. Yeah. If you look at him. Oh yeah. Mouth wide open.
How was Mike after the fight? After he lost and you went back to the hotel, was he okay, or did it take him a while to get over that?
Well, yeah, mentally, but you know, Mike Tyson is, he understands one thing that happened to Mike. He got beat as an amateur. You know.
Yeah.
We bring him back. Henry Tillman, who beat him in the amateur, stopped him from going to the Olympics. And Mike knocked him out, you know. So he experienced, when he was with Teddy Atlas. So, they want to make like Mike Tyson never lost. He never made it to the Olympics. He got beat with Teddy Atlas, and he never fulfilled his amateur dream. So, a lot of people talk a lot of things, but you got to careful what you say, because truth is stranger than the fiction and the nonsense that you try to promote.
Yeah, look, and many people in boxing or fans, they base themselves too much on records, and he lost. You watch tennis, you watch football, you watch NBA. LeBron James has bad games. It doesn't mean he's not going to come out and play well next week. But in boxing, it seems to be this thing that, his record and he lost one. It's no big deal. Look at Manny Pacquiao. He's lost many fights. He keeps coming back and he keeps improving. It's part of sport. There's going to be days when you're not going to be on target, and that's in any field or any industry, and that's how it is. And yourself as a trainer, I mean, you done what you had to do with every fighter that you got as a trainer. I bet you put in 110%. You left no stone unturned, and you done everything you possibly could to get your fighter a win. That's the way all professional trainers are.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. It's a fine-tuned thing. During training, you have to get this guy mentally and physically ready to perform at a given time. And he has to be physically, mentally, spiritually, everything has to be right for competition at that time. And it's an art and it's a science. And it's heavy stress factor. Winning is a heavy stress factor. Like I always tell guys, if you don't have the butterflies and if you don't, there's something's wrong with you, is because when you want to do your best, it brings on all of that. But you got to learn how to handle that fear of losing. With the fear becomes like fire, and you have to learn how to heat your home with it, stuff like that. The way you use heat the right way. If you use it in the wrong way, it'll be the fire that burns your house down. And it's that way, but that's what makes great performances. The fear of the unknown. All you can ask a guy is to give me your best that you have that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Aaron, you made a terrific point. I heard in an interview once with you, and it was a terrific point. Look, the most dangerous thing for a fighter is when the other guy's got nothing to lose and your fighter can't get up. He thinks it's only going to go a few rounds. And Manny Pacquiao got the same treatment when he fought Jeff Horn. Everyone before the fight didn't give Horn a chance in hell, and he couldn't get up for the fight, and he suffered a shock loss. That's boxing. Now, you said that I heard you in an interview when you said, I would have loved to have trained Mike Tyson in a rematch with Buster Douglas, because he would have had that fire and that fear that, this guy has to prove so much now, and he would have got that extra 10-15% out as a trainer, that as a fighter he would have, and it would have been so good for you as a trainer to train him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's you're absolutely right, man. And, against Manny Pacquiao, I picked Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn's a funny guy. I like him. Yeah. Is that to look at Jeff Horn, he's just one of those fighters. He don't look like a fighter.
Yep.
He don't look like a fighter, but he can box his little rear ends off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this what Manny Pacquiao was probably doing, looking at Jeff Horn saying, come on, this guy going to beat me? I don't think so. And he just underestimated him. And Jeff Horn, let me tell you, he was right and he was sharp that night, and he had it all together that night, and he pulled it off. So hats off to him, man. What a big win. What a big win. But that's what boxing's all about.
No, thank you, Aaron, for your time. Is there anything you'd like to mention before we finish off the interview? Obviously, Jack Johnson, we'd love to get you down under, and we're going to work on that. That'll be, because we have the Australian Boxing Hall of Fame as well. That could be something that we can work in together with that. But is there anything else you'd like to let the Australian fans know?
Yeah, well, hey, look, man, they can tune into our show every week. It's online, the World Boxing Review. And look, we're going to try to get you from time to time on the World Boxing Review so you can give a report, to be a part of our show, to give a report from Down Under. Down Under has a terrific boxing history and terrific boxing fans. And I like to thank all of y'all for listening to the show and the interview. God bless each and every one of you. And through these troubled times, is that fear not, is that help is always on the way from the Lord. And this too will end.
No, thank you for that, Aaron. And you stay safe. Once this COVID situation's over, I'm sure we'll be all back bigger and better than ever. And you take care, my friend, and thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.